In the wake of the terrible Galveston hurricane, um, which included the total collapse of the Galveston city government, and with the people having no confidence whatsoever in the pre-existing structures of government to uh, to rebuild the city, um, an experimental type of city government known as the commissioner system was launched. In the commissioner system, you still have elected officials like the mayor who are political figures, but then you also elect, or in some cities that will adopt it, appoint people who are not in charge of the city as a whole, but people with a narrowed focus on areas of city management about which they actually know something. There's nothing about being a politician elected mayor of a city that dictates that I have any knowledge of sewer systems or the electrical grid or education in the city or road construction in the city or any of the things that I am ultimately responsible for. And under the old corrupt machine system, if I'm the boss, I'm like a little Julius Caesar dictator over all these things, even if I don't know anything about them. And even without corruption, as a mayor, I'm ultimately responsible for these things. But, you know, how arrogant would it be to assume that any one person can juggle these massively important, massively complicated elements of city life if he or she doesn't actually know anything about them? This is one of those things that to us in the 21st century seems common sense, and we may scratch our head and wonder, why did it take so long for someone to come up with the idea? So the commissioner system involves electing commissioners responsible for one specific operation of the city, like a water commissioner who actually knows about public water, a fire commissioner who actually knows how to burn down stuff in a city. No, what's that? Oh, I'm being informed that fire commissioners are actually in charge of fire prevention, fire safety, and the outputtage of fires, so in charge of fire departments. And so these are the people who actually understand fire science. I have a brother who's a firefighter. He is 18 years younger than me, so I think it is utterly uncool that here I am rotting away with the rigors of being a middle-aged man. He still gets to be 25 years old. Not cool, Austin Paul Childers. Police commissioners who actually know things about policing cities with no single political boss in charge. Graft. Remember, give me money, give me money, give me money. Let me use my political office to line my own pockets, and then maybe if there's a little bit of time left before I turn in for the night, I'll try to do something good for the people. And corruption greatly decreased. The commissioner system now is widely used in modern cities throughout the United States. Another version of municipal is an adjective that refers to the governing or the management of cities. So another model of municipal or city government reform that took shape first in Staunton, Virginia in 1908, but is now also spread around the country, is the city manager form of government. Hey, who hacked into my video audio and grossly just burped? Designed to avoid the corruption inherent in political machines, the city manager system separated the daily operations of the city from both the electoral process. So unlike city commissioners, these figures aren't even standing for election, so they don't have to be popular. They only have to be competent. So it separated daily operation of the city from the electoral process and from the political parties, so that Citizens continue to elect city councilors who pass laws and are political figures, as well as mayors and other political figures. However, the first job of the city council is to hire, not elect, hire a city manager to deal with the daily management operations of the city. And this person is going to be an engineer or a businessman or someone who actually understands the practical day-to-day operations of a city and how to oversee city workers. If the fact that I know how to govern doesn't mean I know how to keep the streets clean or how to keep the streets safe. So we hire an actually competent, skilled city manager to take care of this and pull this out of the meat hooks of the political machines and the political movers and shakers. Progressives also want and often effectively institute change not just on the city level but on the state level. And one of the most important progressive reformers of state government was Fightin' Bob La Follette, Wisconsin governor from 1901 to 1906. He introduced what he called the Wisconsin ideal, which is spread far beyond Wisconsin. And our next video will tell us more about good old Fightin' Bob.